Oh, hey there, how you doing? I've got a pop quiz for you. Think that you're sitting at your laptop, you're working, I'm sure you're being productive and not scrolling through Twitter, and all of a sudden you see a Slack notification, you open it up, and you see that without any prior discussion, out of the blue, the CEO is writing to you and says, hey, can you please come up with objectives, or maybe KPIs, or why not both, for your engineering organization for 2022. We'll talk about that in our next one-on-one. Just like that. And you're left with that Slack message. And I want you to take like 5 seconds and think, what do you do? What is your instinct here, your gut reaction? I'm talking to give you a few more seconds to think. And now I want you to just assess for a moment and think, what will you now rush in to do? If you happen to be like most of the tech executives I work with, you probably defaulted to have your mind start racing and coming up with possibilities for objectives, for KPIs, and you started planning what you're going to be giving the CEO as your output for that meeting. Now, if that is what happened, then I've got some bad news for you, and I've got some good news. The bad news, of course, is that is not the way you should be leading your organization. You shouldn't be allowing that sort of leadership to take place, even though that means that you need to give some pushback to the CEO. Because as I always tell my clients, there's no such thing as a tech strategy. The company should have one single strategy and everything needs to flow from that. If you allow each organization in the company to have its own strategy, it's sort of like herding cats. I'm sure you're not going to go and pivot the company, at least when it comes to your engineering organization, but nevertheless, you should not be coming up with your own initiatives and your own ideas and objectives for what defines success. Now, the good news is that I can help you realize how you need to come up with those objectives and what is the right way for you to measure your engineering organization, your engineering managers, and you yourself as a tech executive, as a CTO or as a VP of engineering. How would you say at the end of the year, at the end of 2022, whether your team was successful, whether you were successful in your organization, in your role, in the impact you wanted to have on the company? So I can help you get all that and more, because in less than 2 weeks, I'm having a new one-of-a-kind workshop about measuring your organization. It's called Are We Doing Good? Because that's a question I'm getting from literally all of my clients. And in it, for 3 hours online, we'll work together. We already have a very nice group forming of executives from all over Europe and Israel to join and work together, and each one of you will be working on coming up with your own initial plan on what to do, your first steps, and even more. I know the good news keep on coming. Even more, after we're done with the workshop itself, you have access to me for 30 days to help you adjust and fine-tune those things as you actually get into 2022. So you're not just left with whatever you wrote up during the workshop, but I'm actually there to help you when the rubber meets the road. And that is also, you get 2022 to be a ridiculously successful year, because frankly, I believe that after 2020 and 2021, I think we all deserve to have one stellar year, and together we can make sure that you have one and the rest of your organization, and I think that you owe it up to them. So join me. I'm waiting to see you. If you have any questions about it, I'm guessing that you can get to me somewhere around here. I don't know where this is going to be posted. Future me is going to decide that, but maybe there's a picture of my face somewhere that you can click on and send me a private message. You can send me an email. I'll be more than happy to help you. And for more details, check out the link, which might be somewhere on the screen around me, or maybe in the first comment or something like that. I'm sure you already know. I don't know yet. So do check it out. If you have any questions, reach out to me, and I'm waiting to see you there. Let's make 2022 ridiculously successful together.